YouTube, man. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the fuel prices, fuel shortages, and the reason why I feel like you shouldn't start your box truck business right now, or get into the transportation industry right now. And video, I'm not trying to discourage nobody. If you start your business, you still can win, but I'm just kind of giving a couple red flags on why I probably wouldn't if it was me. So just take this video with a grain of salt and come up to your own conclusion. Just don't take my opinion. Use people out here that tell you jump in right now. It's never gonna be the best time to jump into the industry. So go ahead and jump in. But this is just my opinion and how I feel about everything that's going on right now. So make sure you like, subscribe to my channel for more content. So if you've been paying attention to everything that's going on, there's a lot of shortages, the war in Ukraine, the fuel prices has gone skyrocketed in these last couple months. Right now, from the Midwest to the South, it's about, what I've seen is about, it's been about $5, anywhere from $5 to $5.89 in diesel. And on the East Coast, it's $6 to $6.89. That's crazy to me. Just a month ago, it was $4.79 and for diesel, and I thought that was high. And that's what the regular gas is right now. It's $4.79, $4.89. And for the diesel, it's $5 to $5.89. So that's just crazy how that went up in these last couple months. But and I can only imagine how it is on the West Coast, what the diesel is on the West Coast. But that's kind of crazy. But right now, it's a very scary time just because we don't know what the future beholds. When I watch the news, most of the analysts are predicting that it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Now in the next month, couple weeks, it could all change, something could change. But right now, most of the analysts and most of the people that I come across is saying that it could get worse before it get better. I heard an analyst even predict that the diesel prices could get up to $10 before the summer ends, and that's crazy. And if it does get to $10 a diesel a gallon, will a broker have the rates going up? Will the rates go up even more? That's the thing. It's a lot of different factors that come to play right now, because you got the fuel going up and also the rates hasn't went up with it. Like I said, will the rates go up with the fuel going up? I don't know, because it hasn't been going up. Like I said, with the last month, like in April, the rates didn't go. We didn't see a big hike in rates going up because of the fuel had went up 60 cents, 40 cents. It wasn't a big hike, you know what I'm saying? So that's just something to think about. And then there on the East Coast, like in Baltimore, I seen they had a fuel shortage, like a diesel fuel shortage, and analysts is predicting it's gonna be a fuel shortage. So even if the rates go up with the diesel prices, even if the rates go up with the diesel prices going up, what if it's a fuel shortage? What if you can't even get no fuel to haul the freight? You know what I'm saying? Even if you get a good load paying a good amount, what if it ain't no fuel for you to haul the load? You know what I'm saying? It's just something to think about. When I hear stuff like that, I kind of, my antennas go up. When I try to look at a news clip or look at something to kind of see what's going on every week. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to be an update, is it hope for in a near future that the fuel prices go down, or some good news? I just try to look for good news at least once a week about the fuel, because that's the main profit killer right now. But most of the analysts is kind of predicting it. Like I said, it's gonna get worse before it get better. So that's just something to think about. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from jumping into the industry, jumping into the box truck business or the transportation industry right now. But these are just some red flags that you should look at. I feel like before you jump in. Me personally, right now, if I'm in it right now and I plan to be in this transportation industry long term, so I plan on being in the industry long term, so I'm not looking to get out no time soon or get out right now. But if I was looking to get into the business right now, if I was just starting my business, I would honestly wait. I would wait until we get some type of clarity on what's gonna come in these next couple months. Cause right now it's kind of manageable, but we don't know if it get up to $10 a gallon. You know, we don't know if it ends up getting $10 a gallon, what it's gonna look like. You know, what everything is gonna look like. So that's just something to take in consideration. Because pretty much is everybody kind of hurting with the diesel prices. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say they're hurting because, you know, everybody's still making bread out here. It's still cool, but you know, it's just about the future. What can happen in the future that could kind of mess us. That's kind of scary right now, and that's why I feel like I wouldn't start my business right now. I would honestly be stacking up and trying to buy a truck because a lot of people are selling their trucks because of the fuel prices and because of different reasons. People is getting out the industry, so I look for a deal right now. I feel like it's the best time to look for a deal to actually pay a truck cash. But far as just jumping in, I definitely wouldn't finance right now. That's just me personally. I would not finance a box truck right now. Nah, I wouldn't do that right now. Maybe when the fuel prices go back down and everything get back to normal, then yeah, I would. But right now, me personally, I would not finance a box truck. That's just me. You know, you might have a different opinion. Somebody else might have a different opinion or different perspective, but that's just me personally. I wouldn't. A couple months ago, like in January, February, March, when everything was kind of good, the fuel prices, I think it did go up a little bit, but it wasn't nothing too crazy like it is now. Like, it wasn't nothing too crazy in the prediction and the war wasn't going on at that time. So at that time, I probably would finance, but right now, I wouldn't finance a box truck. So that's just something, you know, like I said, just take it with a grain of salt and kind of come with your own conclusion on if you should jump in or jump out, jump in the game or not jump in the game. You know, I'm not the end-all be-all. You still, you know, the next month, the fuel price might go down. You know, you just never know. But honestly, to me, if I was looking to get into the business, it's just too many red flags for me. And, you know, Kobe Pedway, and I just started watching him. You know, he said in one of his lives, he said, man, if you can make it, this is just something to think about and kind of a little motivation that I use, man. If you can learn to make it work in a bad time, then in a good time, you ain't gonna have no problems because you already made it work in a bad time. So that's just something to think about. That's something I use for motivation for myself. So like I said, like, you know, you might ask somebody else and they might tell you, man, it's never a good time to get into the industry, but you know, you can make it work. You can find a way to make it work. I mean, you can, but honestly, I just wait. But that's just some little motivation if you was thinking about getting into the industry. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to condemn nobody for, like I said, or discourage anybody. But, you know, these are just, I'm just stating the facts. And, you know, hopefully y'all like this video. Hopefully y'all find this video to be informative. And make sure y'all subscribe to my channel.